We're going to do section 1.1, page 9, number 35, which reads, a table of values is given for the linear function f of x is equal to mx plus b. Determine m and b, and then we have a table of values here. Now, the first thing to remember is that f of x is really just another way of saying y. So basically, we need to find the equation of the line that goes through these points. If we know that the line is going to go through all of these points, then we can pick any pair of them and figure out what the slope is going to be. And we know that the equation for slope is delta y, or delta f of x, over delta x. And that's going to be some y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now, if we were really doing this in a laboratory situation, in physics lab, for instance, or chemistry lab, these points probably wouldn't all lie on an exact line, and we'd be trying to find the best fit line. And if we were going to do that, we would probably use a linear regression, which we'll get to in a later example. But for now, because we know all of these points are going to be on the line, we can really pick any two of them to find the slope. So I'm just going to pick the first 2 points, and this is going to be point 1, and this is going to be point 2. So I'm going to take the y value, or the f of x value for point 2, which is going to be 9, minus the y value, or the f of x value for point 1, which is 2. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the x's. I'm going to take x2, which is 3, minus x1, which is 1. And if I do my math here, I end up with a slope of 7/2. So I can fill that into the equation, and I have f of x, which, as I said, is equal to y, is going to be 7/2 x plus b. And now we need to find b. Well, if all of these points are going to be on the line, I should be able to take any 2 points on the line, or I'm sorry, any 2 values, an x and a y value from the line, substitute it into the equation, and I should be able to figure out what b is. So since I haven't used the third point here, I'm going to use that. So I know that my y value, or my f of x value, my f of 5, is going to be equal to 16. And I'm going to have 7/2 times the x value, which is 5, plus b. So if I do a little algebra here, I have 16 is equal to 35 over 2 plus b. And of course, if I'm solving for b, I'm going to need to subtract 35/2 from both sides. And I'm just going to bring this down a little bit so that we can do some more algebra. And if I'm going to do this, I know that 16 is really 32 over 2 minus 35 over 2, and that's going to be equal to b. So I'm going to end up with b is equal to -3/2. And I have found both parts of the problem. The intercept is -3/2, and the slope is 7/2.